Hi, my loves. Concerning all of these current topics, I decided to record a little video for you. It will just be like a quick overview of the situation that we are currently in, the connection to the constellations of the planets, and how I interpret it and how I see the whole situation. If you want to receive more information, please join the Mooniverse Club. There you will find like a podcast, and there I will give like ongoing information. And so let's just start. So much is happening right now, and somehow it shows us all emotions and all feelings. It brings up like every emotion and so much change, most of all, I really think. And although the universe shows us so much darkness and shadow sides of the world, this is Pluto working massively. I really think that it has to be, because otherwise change wouldn't be created. And this is the whole topic of 2020. It's the big transformation of really making a change and of burning all the old to rebuild a new house for our future. And I think it's so funny because I receive lately like so many beautiful messages of you babes telling me you've just listened to the podcast and you watch my videos that I recorded at the end of last year, where I was talking about exactly everything that is going on right now. And I deeply believe that the constellation of the planets, like they really have a great impact on everything that is happening here on the earth. Because if everything has an energy, of course the planets have an energy. And it's for me like the most natural thing to work with the planets and to believe in their energy. Because just think about what would the planet Earth would be without the sun energy. It would be like a dark place without any life being created. And of course they have a great impact on us being here on the earth. And everything that we experience right now, of also corona, but also all of the big topics about racism and justice, and making big changes in all of the laws, may it be about humanity, may it be about climate change, about everything. This is such a big representation of the planets and the constellation. And I just wanted to give you a little insight. Like, we now have 4 planets being retrograde, and this is Pluto, it's Saturn, it's Jupiter, and it's Venus. And all of them don't wander directly right now, but they stop. And if planets stop, they want us to also stop and to not move forward, but to dive inwards and to reshape and reform, rebuild, rework all of their topics. And with these 4 planets, we have the topics of the shadows around of Pluto, for example, and we experience it massively. Like, this is such a Pluto Saturn year that we are currently in, and Pluto brings all of the hard topics, all of the topics that were like hide away for so long up to the surface. They show, like Pluto shows us the truth, and the truth doesn't always exist just out of beautiful, easy things. But we always have both sides. The universe exists out of both sides, out of the duality of black and white, of good and bad. And this is what we are allowed to ask ourselves, like, what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong, and what decisions do we make out of it. And we have Saturn being retrograde, Saturn, the great teacher of time and law, of karma. And it's such a big time of clearing all karmic processes to create justice and balance again. And this is where we are right now, right? To rework all of our structures and laws that we also grew up with, because we are clearing a big cycle. And then we have Venus being retrograde, and Venus asks us to reshape all of our values of what we truly value in life, what we love, what we want to create out of love. And Venus is in Gemini as well, so it's really about combining our mindset with our heart and to make decisions out of both, but mostly out of our heart as well. And we are so allowed to let in new information to create a change. And this is also what Jupiter wants us to do. Jupiter is the planet of our greater vision about, like the meaning of life, and Jupiter wants us to rework every topic around our own mission in life. What is our meaning in life, and how can we create change out of all these new processes and shadow work, karmic clearing, value reshape, and all of it? How can we create a meaningful transformation out of it for the greater picture, for the community? Because Aquarius energy is also so much around. Then we have the lunar nodes changing just with May, and also the eclipse happening in exact those two topics for the following 18 months. So the topics for the following 18 months are around leaving behind the topics of Sagittarius to enter Gemini energy. And what the universe wants us to teach us here is to let in new information for the future, new changes in all kinds of wisdom, of education. We are allowed to leave behind our own old mindset of what we think is true, because maybe it's not true. It's maybe something that we learned because of society, because of our parents, of how we grew up, and this doesn't mean that this is exactly what you are valuing, what you are truly thinking, what's your purest essence. So we are so allowed to connect with other people, to connect with other wisdom, with new information, and to be so open-minded for change and transformation, for new information to come in. And what will be like very important will be like all of the social media topic, and we see it right now, right? Everything is happening on social media, and it creates kind of justice also through social media, because Gemini is also very connected like to all of these social media connection, like news, getting news, speaking about everything that is going on constantly, and also with all of the Aquarius energy of Saturn creating new laws and structures, new ways of our new home in Aquarius. It also means that something new will be created, technical devices, new science, everything around that for the community as well. And so what we are really allowed to work through with the points of Sagittarius and Gemini is also to leave our old belief system, our blueprint that is creating our reality, because our reality is created by 95% out of our subconscious mind, of everything that we ever heard, saw and experienced. This is how we constantly subconsciously manifest and create our lives, and only by 5% it's created out of our conscious mind, of our conscious way of thinking. And if you just rethink all of this is pretty heavy, and this is why we have to rework our blueprint, to reshape it, and to let in new information, and to build our own house of what we truly are and truly think, and what's true and what's not. This is what we are allowed to do right now. And this eclipse that is created exactly also in this topic of Sagittarius, like the full moon, the lunar eclipse, will be created in Sagittarius. So this is what we are allowed to let go. This is where we start a new cycle, because we had for such a long time all of the eclipses now in Capricorn and Cancer energy, because also the lunar nodes were in Capricorn and Cancer. Now it's shifting. We enter also here a new cycle of Sagittarius and Gemini. So this is what we will work through with all of the upcoming eclipses as well. And eclipses also always mean big transformation, big changes, and it's not directly on us to create it right now. Like when we have eclipses, sun energy is blocked to reach the earth, and so if it doesn't reach like the earth, it's sent back into the universe, and we always manifest with sun energy. So this means that it's now in the universe to create all of our further next steps. And eclipses usually are very strenuous. It's not the easiest time for us, because we know that we already left point A and we are going to point B, but we don't know what point B will be. We don't know where the universe is leading us to, we don't know what is happening and how everything will turn out. We are in between. We left A and we are wandering to B, but we have no clue where we are exactly going, because usually in phases of eclipses, the universe is creating something for you that you may not manifest. So manifestation doesn't really work during eclipses. I will also manifest. I will also do my daily manifestations. But please just know that maybe the big manifestations won't turn out the way that you are manifesting them, because sun energy is blocked during eclipses. May it be through the earth or may it be through the moon blocking the energies. And so what we are truly allowed to learn in this eclipse season to come as well is to even dive deeper inwards, to even reshape more and to not move forward. It's not the time to do things and to work really hard and to get forward. It's more about stop and just reflecting and reworking everything inside of you to create a change afterwards. But still, like this eclipse that we are entering, it will be about 1.5 months. Also, during this eclipse, 2 more planets will wander backwards again. I won't talk about this one right now that much, because otherwise I would talk like forever. But just know that Mercury and Neptune will also wander backwards again. And this means, wow, there's even more inner work to do during the eclipse season. And afterwards it will get easier, slowly. Because only at the end of the year everything is moving forward truly, like again, But in 2020 now, it's really all about inner work and big, massive, beautiful changes, meaningful changes to create. And this is so powerful. Like, this will be the year that we will look back when we, like after 10 years, after 5 years, after 20 years, we will always remember 2020 of hopefully such a beautiful year of change that brought like massive, beautiful transformation to the greater picture. So yeah, like these were just a few words from me to you. I hope that these words support you a little bit by understanding what's going on, and please feel free to ask your questions below this video and feel so warmly embraced by me. I embrace you so warmly, and I will do my best to support you the best in these phases. And yeah, I send so much love to you.